square bowl set. So it's 4 vessels, 4 bowls, and 4 lids. That's how you get the 8 pieces. We have this beautiful vintage multicolor option, and that's what you've been seeing here right in front of us. And this is what we know.
This is what we know. And again, this was what they always brought them in 4 different colors. And the bottom one is an 8 cup, which is a lot of a bowl. Then you're getting the 5 1/4. Then you're getting the 3 3/4, and the 3 1/4, and then 1.75, which is almost 2 cups. This is the lid that everyone is crazy for. The reason they like it is the burp one can be hard sometimes to figure out. You know, this is just the ease. You set it on the center. See the bullseye?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use my elbow. The reason I'm using my elbow is some people have, you know, dexterity issues. You heard that seal.
Yes.
That seal, like if you look in here, Tamara, we have water in here.
Yes.
Now this is a small bowl that's coming up in just a minute, and it is purple and it is beautiful. But what we do now is you never have to worry about water coming out. You're never gonna spill if this falls out of your refrigerator.
Yeah.
This isn't pasta sauce all over the floor. This is what we love about Tupperware. This is the lid that you love, the Sunburst Heritage lid. Each one of these pieces still, go to Tupperware website, limited lifetime warranty. But the fact is, we are locking in our investment. Our groceries are gonna last longer. We're not going to have a mess on the floor. We're gonna have a beautiful presentation. It's about preparation, it's about preservation, and it's about transportation. Because if this falls over in your car, no baked beans in the back seat.
No baked, you're not, you know, I have ruined handbags.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've taken my lunch trying to be fiscally responsible, taken my lunch with me, put it in my handbag, and then it spills.
Oh, my.
And now I'm out of lunch and a handbag.
Exactly.
With this, and this is how they nestle. So when you're not using them, they don't take up a lot of space. But when you are using them, I love that you're not ever fishing for which is the right size lid.
Exactly.
Where is this? You can see everything is
Everybody
designed
matches.
to work. Yes.
And I mean, that's what we love about Tupperware. The fact is, they have been, they started Tupperware. There's so many people out there, they'll go, well, give me my Tupperware, and they're actually talking about a junkier brand that, you know, doesn't last.
That's right.
They created storageware, and Earl Tupper designed storageware at a period of time that when my grandmother, she had an ice box. They didn't have refrigerators in the 40s, and you would put a plate on the top of your cast iron pan. That's how you took care. They didn't have plastic wrap in those days. They didn't have bags in those days.
I remember the Iceman truck would come around and deliver your big block.
You're too young
Well,
for
I don't
that.
remember. I've heard stories.
I did know that. I did know that.
I've heard stories.
Well, we were really rural, so even though at the period of time in the 60s when that was happening, we were so rural that people still had ice boxes out there. But I mean, we had the milkman, we had all of those things. It was very exciting to grow up when I did. But it's very exciting to think that the pieces that I grew up, like these were from the 70s, the square. So you notice it's like a trapezoid design. So it's narrow at the bottom and it flutes out at the top. Why? Because it holds more food. And the square lid is easier to open by pulling it open. And the presentation with the handles, when you take this to a potluck, when you take this to your Easter dinner, you can present in these because they're so beautiful. And now the polymers have changed over the years. You can even put each and every one of these right into the dishwasher. But again, groceries, I am a caterer. I am someone who's mad for food. You've seen me on TV almost 3 decades now, sharing my recipes, sharing my story. And I'll tell you, I go to the grocery store anymore, Tamara, and I gasp.
Same,
I gasp.
same.
I mean, we are all experiencing that. And if you're buying disposable plastic bags, disposable plastic, first of all, it's expensive. And how is it being transported anymore? What is it doing to our planet? Not good. With Tupperware, we are going to put in here, whether it's lettuce, whether it's tomatoes, whether it's leftovers, maybe it's a Jell-O mold, whatever it is, the airtight seal that, again, we could go all around the edge and it's not gonna work on this one. Do you realize that? The only way this works is
right
the
in the
press
middle.
and the center, which again, simple, easy, use a knuckle, use your thumb, use your elbow. But again, you heard it went all the way around, locking in freshness. If I put this in my cooler on Memorial Day weekend and my ice melts by the time the day is over, no water is gonna sink in. We are gonna protect our investment and we are going to present beautifully and we are taking better care of our planet by not buying disposable plastic items.
This is the thing. If we're honest with ourselves, we all have that drawer or cabinet with old, you know, not Tupperware, but just, you know, plastic bowls and lids and things like that. They don't match. They're stained, they're cracked. the whole 9 yards. And every time you look in that drawer, it gives you a little bit of anxiety. And you keep saying, I need to do something. I need to get rid of all of this and just have a system that works for you and the rest of the family. Because what I find about this, and I love the color coding and all the lids match, is that you're not the only one who's gonna know how to put them away. The kids, when they're doing the dishes, they can put them away. Hubby can put them away because everything goes together. But now you've got something that for almost 80 years has been holding, transporting, keeping fresh, keeping protected the food of our life. It really has. And you're getting all 4 pieces, all 4 bowls, all 4 lids, for customer appreciation price of under $37, where normally this set would be about $50.
Easily.
So I want you to go for that. Use FlexPay because that's what also helps to make it easy. Use the QR code because that's gonna jump you to the front of the line. And I even love that these are just vibrant.
They're vibrant. These look like Easter colors to me. I love the sage. I love the powder blue. I'm crazy for purple. I love this warm orange. I mean, they make you feel something. Like colors do make us have that. Why have clear with a red lid?
Right.
Why have clear with a clear lid?
Yeah.
Why not have something that is just absolutely beautiful? And I want to point out one thing, Tamara. You and I would probably not have our jobs as demonstrators if it were for Brownie Weiss. Brownie Weiss was the woman. She had a 10th grade education, was a single mom, and she came up with the patio parties. So when Tupperware first was invented and they put them in the stores, nobody understood it. So she would have a bunch of the neighbors over so her little boy could be there.
Yeah.
And she would put water in a container and throw it across the room. And of course, they only had glass containers. They didn't have plastic or anything. And they were like, what is that? And that's what started millions of women have been able to have a home business demonstrating products in their home, taking care of their family. Men have done it too. I know kids that have gone to Princeton on the money that they've made doing Tupperware.
So she was the first influencer.
Yes, first influencer.
She was
number one.
This is amazing, and that's why we all have
extraordinary.
We all have a Tupperware story.
Right.
Every one of us, like
We
you
do.
said, whether
Or memory.
or memory. And this is I know, growing up, my mom probably still has the bowl. It was yellow. It was a little bit bigger than the blue one. I don't know if we ever had the lid. I never saw the lid. My brothers probably lost it. But it was that bowl, and it was the potato salad bowl.
Yes.
Every time we had a party, every time we made potato salad, it was that Tupperware bowl that we used. So I have those memories. I know you do too. I know we all need better storage. And if you're looking at this set and you're saying it's on sale, it's $7 and change, it's a brand that I've lived my entire life knowing about, then I want you to go ahead and pick yours up. Use the QR code. I like to use the app on my phone. However you like to shop, I want you to get it. And it's 4 bowls. They're all different sizes. So it's gonna be, something for however much or however little you want or need to store or transport, and perfect for right now. Go ahead and pick yours up, and we'd love to send them to you. And again, they nest. So if you don't have enough space when you're not using them, they do nest, okay? We are going to continue on